Please be seated. My name is Bridget Gorman. I am the Dean of Undergraduates at Rice University. I would like to welcome you to tonight's Bachelor's Convocation. I now have the distinct pleasure of introducing Robert Ladd, a Rice alum who is also chairman of the board of Rice University.
Thank you, Dean Gorman. Good evening, and welcome to Rice University. It's a privilege for me to be here tonight with you. To all of the parents, sisters, brothers, grandparents, other relatives, and friends, many of you have traveled great distances to get here. Thank you for being here at Rice University as we celebrate the significant accomplishment of your soon-to-be favorite Rice graduate. This is indeed a special evening for all of us. It is also special for this is President Lebron's 18th and final commencement. On June 30th, President Lebron will be completing a presidency at Rice that, in my opinion, is unprecedented in modern time. So before we begin the proceedings, I would like to ask everyone who is able to join me by standing and recognizing our 7th President, David Lebron, and First Lady Wai Ping's son, who is right over there. My remarks tonight will be very brief. I just have 2 things to share with our graduates. First, it has been my experience that as Rice graduates, you are well prepared to pursue your dreams and your ambitions. You are better prepared than you might think. And I'm going to repeat it. It has been my experience that as Rice graduates, you are well prepared to pursue your dreams and ambitions. You are better prepared than you might think. And second, on behalf of the entire Rice community, I wish, we wish, that all that is good in this life, may it be yours. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Tonight's Bachelor's Convocation is one part of the university's 109th commencement, and this evening we will focus on the accomplishments of the class of 2022, both collectively and individually. I would also like to acknowledge that some in attendance tonight graduated in the previous 2 classes and have returned to celebrate with us. Welcome back. As we recognize and celebrate all of your accomplishments, I hope that each of you will reflect on the breadth of experiences and interactions that have led you to this point. Most of you gathered with your class for the first time during your matriculation in Tudor Fieldhouse, and some of you here tonight chose to start your journey with us a little after that. Whenever that first and memorable day as a Rice undergraduate began for you, this evening marks your last. And while we are here tonight to recognize your academic achievements in the space between your first and your last night with us, tonight is simultaneously a celebration of your growth as leaders, collaborators, and informed and engaged citizens of the world. You have all done so well. We are proud to call you Rice Owls and are excited to cheer tonight with your family and friends as you conclude your undergraduate experience with us. Our speaker this evening is Krithika Shamana, a Jones College senior hailing from Austin, Texas. She graduates Phi Beta Kappa with degrees in political science and the study of women, gender, and sexuality with a certificate in civic leadership. A committed scholar and a Rice community member, she served as Strive Liaison, as president of Deeds Not Words at Rice, and as a Student Association Director of Equity. Passionate about gender equity policy, she is a Rhodes and Truman Scholarship finalist and recipient of the Murfish, Alan Grobe, and Matthew Taylor Service Awards. Her work is featured in the documentary Shouting Down Midnight. Please help me welcome Krithika Shamana.
Hello, Rice University, class of 2022. How's everyone doing tonight? Can I get some cheers? Thank you all so much for the opportunity to address you all today. It is a true honor to be up here amongst faculty, family, and friends to reflect on our time at Rice. While we're gathered here today to celebrate our graduation from Rice and the future that lies ahead, I would like to share with you all a story of perhaps one of the most surprising and impactful moments of my life, the time I tried to get a tattoo. I'd like to take a moment here to apologize to my parents. Amma, Appa, I'm really sorry you had to find out this way. During a trip to Santa Monica Pier in Los Angeles the summer before my freshman year, I made a spontaneous decision to get a tattoo. Now, you might be expecting me to say something like, I picked the very first design that I saw and ended up with butterflies on my wrist or something. But thankfully, I've known exactly what I wanted. I've actually known since I was 8 years old. As a child, I grew up taking trips to India every summer and spent the warm monsoon days playing outside my grandparents' house. One day, I asked my grandmother what the sign above her door meant. In bold letters, it displayed the Sanskrit word arpan. She translated the word to English and explained that it means dedicated to. I didn't think much of the phrase at the time, but it is a beautiful memory of her. So, 10 years later, I produced a worn-out piece of paper with the word arpan written in my grandmother's handwriting at the tattoo parlor, and I asked for one tattoo, as if I was ordering a drink at a drive-thru. The skilled tattoo artist asked me what the word meant, mentioning that he'd actually never heard of it before. I responded confidently that it meant dedicated to. He stared at me for a few seconds before replying, "Are you sure that you want that?" "I think so," I replied. "All right, well, I'm gonna need you to sign a waiver. People tend to sue us for giving them tattoos that don't make any grammatical sense." Once I got over the initial shock, I realized that maybe there was some truth to what he was saying. On its own, the phrase dedicated to means nothing. One has to be dedicated to something. But what was I dedicated to? I came to Rice hoping that I'd find out. In classrooms, walks in Herman Park, or volunteering off campus, I hoped for a single eureka moment that would help me understand dedication. Although that single moment never came, I've learned more about dedication over the years than I could have ever imagined 4 years ago. Class of 2022, I can honestly say that you all have been my most dedicated teachers. So I'd like to take a few moments with you all to recall what you've taught me about dedication from the many ideas, experiences, and ventures that you've been dedicated to. With the onset of the global pandemic, many of us, professors, staff, students, felt our whole lives shaken. Still, even amongst the uncertainty, you all kept the vibrant and caring culture of Rice alive, whether through long-distance check-in phone calls that drew us out of feelings of loneliness, patience and understanding in group work, mentorship of underclassmen, or even lively waves across campus. The harsh realities of the world made it difficult to find any motivation. And yet, as a testament to your resiliency, you all not only found it, but used it to remain dedicated to kindness and supporting one another. In fact, nothing defines the Rice community more than the idea of showing up for each other. Showing up to recognize racist legacies and striving for campus inclusivity. Showing up to recognize policy shortcomings and demanding justice for survivors. Showing up to recognize our mental and physical uniqueness and creating more supportive educational spaces. We showed up, and we will continue to show up. You all exuded goodness, and spirit in your friendships, relationships, and interactions with each other, and fought tirelessly for change, with a dedication to leave Rice better than how you found it. From your dedication to these collective struggles, you've taught me that we can always find inspiration in each other. From you, I've learned that dedication isn't momentary. To be dedicated to something, we have to not only engage with and fight for it in the present, but also incorporate it into better futures that we imagine. At times, the Rice experience has been incredibly challenging and frustrating. However, in the present moment, when my dedication was most tested, you all taught me to find joy. In a cappella concerts, dance and theater shows, architecture and art showcases, in an exhilarating class discussion, in a trip to coffee house, the Who, or pub, or even in enjoying the beautiful Houston sunsets. When the future seemed murky, you all taught me that dedication demands that we imagine a better future. It requires us to have hope. Hope that we would have another real beer bike. Hope that we would all be sitting here today together at graduation. Through hard work, collaboration, and dedication, you all turned hope into reality. I came to Rice with the goal of filling in the blank left after my tattoo. As I leave now, I've learned that maybe I got it right the first time. Maybe dedicated to doesn't have to be a prepositional phrase. Maybe it can be a mindset, one that involves motivation, inspiration, joy, and hope all in one. So thank you, class of 2022, for teaching me kindness and contributing to the greater social good. Thank you to my family and friends for your support, and thank you, Aji, for teaching me to be dedicated to. I hope that we all start the next chapter of our lives with a determination to find and cherish the things that we are dedicated to. I hope that we settle for nothing less than that which brings us inspiration, motivation, joy, and hope. I cannot wait to watch in awe as we discover where that journey takes us. Thank you.
Krithika, thank you for that wonderful speech. Now it is my great privilege to introduce President David Lebron, the 7th president of Rice University, now finishing his 18th and final year as Rice's president. Please welcome President David Lebron.
Thank you, Bridget, and thank you, Krithika, for those incredible remarks. Good evening, and welcome to the graduating undergraduate class of 2022. Just think about when will be the next time you get 3 identical digits in the year of your graduation. And welcome to the parents, grandparents, siblings, other relatives, and friends of our soon-to-be graduates. This is the first undergraduate class to graduate from Rice that experienced most of its time here during the COVID pandemic. 2 years ago, we celebrated the class of 2020 in a completely online ceremony, and most of you completed your sophomore year completely online. This year, we had to move online at the beginning of both semesters, and recently we have had to address a new surge. There has been much concern, indeed, about whether we would be able to have this graduation in a relatively normal way, and I have to say, it's truly wonderful that we can be together on this occasion to celebrate your amazing accomplishments. It is indeed a joy to welcome all of you today, and especially those who have provided the love and support to enable our students to reach this milestone. We are grateful that you are here, and we are grateful to have had your loved child or sibling or relative or friend as part of our community. Our students may recall that 4 years ago at matriculation, I asked the question, "Why are you here?" Little did I know that would turn into a meme with which people made sweatshirts and took pictures of me. Now, I am inclined to pose that question again on this occasion, but as you recall, I turned it into 4 questions last time, and that was more time than I've been given. So let's just agree that one of the main reasons that you are here is because of the incredible support of so many people who are here, who are here to support you and celebrate you. So let's take a moment and express your and our gratitude to all of those people who got you to this day. Now, your class played an important role in our achievements during the pandemic. For example, you, our undergraduates, were the fastest vaccinated group, quickly getting to over 98%, including standing in a line on a freezing cold day when many of you were dressed in attire more suitable to today. And so, as last year I turned to the rest of the university, our faculty and staff and graduate students, to utter the words never once heard before from a university president: "Why can't you behave more like undergraduates?" Seriously, I do want to acknowledge today the amazing role played by you, our students, in keeping our campus safe and fostering community during a difficult time. Our succinct statement of values is responsibility, integrity, community, and excellence. We have seen those values lived, and especially responsibility and community, over the past 2 years. We have come out of this pandemic more successfully than most universities, and we owe that in very large part to all of you. Thanks especially to our college presidents, our student association leaders, our student judicial process officers, and those of you who every day took the steps to assure that we were acting to preserve the health and safety of our community. Thank you. I suspect that for many of you, this is your first time in the Rice University football stadium. I was speaking to your parents. It is the site of many auspicious occasions, not only from our own football team, but also a 1974 Super Bowl, and President Kennedy's remarkable speech in September of 1962, just 60 years ago, about going to the moon. Kennedy began his speech by noting that, quote, "We meet in an hour of change and challenge, in a decade of hope and fear, in an age of both knowledge and ignorance." That observation is certainly not less true in 2022 than 1962, and maybe I would argue that it is more true in 2022 than any year since 1962. Now, I will say President Kennedy also aptly spoke of the heat that the spaceship on returning would generate on re-entry, noting that it would cause heat about half the temperature of the sun, almost as hot as it is here today. But in his most famous words, at least for those at Rice, President Kennedy asked, "But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal?" And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose, still quoting, we choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills, because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone. You chose Rice, I believe, not because it would be easy, but because it would be hard. We hope your experience has indeed enabled you, quote, to organize and measure the best of your energies and skill, and encouraged you to accept the challenges of our world. Kennedy spoke not only of the moon in his speech, but also going to the planets. And indeed, now we have a drone on Mars and are preparing for a manned mission there sometime in the next 15 to 20 years. What Kennedy foresaw and what we now see is that it would not be enough to settle for going to the moon. We must aim beyond, and that is true whether we are talking about space or protecting the Earth's environment or racial justice and equity, or fostering democracy in the 21st century, or the science that will protect us from the next pandemic. We must aim even beyond the moon. Indeed, I have seen in this extraordinary class of 2022 the drive to make a difference, to act on values, to make the world more just, to demonstrate the leadership that is a prerequisite to overcoming challenges and accomplishing change. We are so grateful for what you have contributed at Rice and so optimistic about what your futures hold, both for yourselves and for our world. Last, almost. As you have heard, this is my 18th commencement, which will be my last as president of Rice University. It would have been wonderful to have the opportunity to speak to 18 years of Rice undergraduates together. That would be somewhat more than 15,000 over that time. That's not possible, even though the stadium would actually hold all of them. So I speak not only to the class of 2022 this evening, but also to those who came before you. It has been one of the true privileges of my job to see your extraordinary talent and passion and compassion, to see your drive to make a real contribution to our world, to see your commitment to making Rice better, even when that meant criticizing the Rice that you found, and at the same time to see your loyal identification as Rice students and your joy and appreciation of being part of this great community. So I simply want to say thank you. Without your inspiration, I doubt Ping and I would have stayed so long or had such an amazing experience. The privilege of being president at Rice is truly being able to interact with our students, to get to know so many of them. I will miss many things in the years ahead, but none more than my interactions with you. I look forward to learning about your growth and achievement at the years ahead. Now, I've had to spend my brief time this evening on pandemic and leaving, I did not get to say all the things that I would have liked. But you may recall at your matriculation, I gave a nano address at both the beginning and the end of a longer speech that tried to summarize the longer version in 15 seconds. So here it is again, adapted for this occasion. We are thrilled and grateful that you have been here and succeeded. You should be thrilled and grateful to have been here with each other. Seize your opportunities because you will be well prepared by your Rice experience. Explore and pursue your passions. Don't do stupid stuff. I hope you got to know your classmates, and now is the time to work to sustain those relationships. You can change the world. Welcome to being a Rice graduate. Thank you, congratulations, and all best wishes to the remarkable class of 2022.
At this time, we would like to recognize the winners of the Graham C. Stebbings College Service Award, the Student Association Outstanding Senior Awards, and the Rice University Service Awards. President Lebron will do the honors.
The Student Association Mentor Recognition Award recognizes a current member of the faculty or staff for their extraordinary service to the student body as an advisor, counselor, teacher, or friend. This year's award is given posthumously to Kelly Lash, Director of Student Media at Rice for many years. Who passed away unexpectedly just a few months ago. All who knew Kelly know what a loss it is that she is gone, and I am really pleased to see her good work and kind spirit recognized by our students. Next is the Graham C. Stebbings College Service Award. This award is not nominated by the college magisters and presidents and goes to a student who has made significant contributions to the residential college system at Rice. This year's winners are Tatiana Epps and Mary Catherine Charles. Student Association Outstanding Seniors Awards are given to graduating seniors who have demonstrated service, dedication, and character. This year's awards winners are Elisa Ballandron, Jacob Doddrich, Lila Frankel, Maddie Forbes, Maharit Adara, Morgan Shea, Nicole Lennon, Nikio Gatu, Shifa Rahman, and Varun Kukunor. The Rice University Service Award in memory of Dean Hugh Scott Cameron is given to individuals, past and present, who have rendered significant service to the student body. We have 3 winners this year. Kamsi Huang, Izzy Carroll, and Jake Joseph. Please join me in recognizing their wonderful service to Rice. And now, the candidates for the various bachelor's degrees will be presented by Professor Bridget Gorman, Dean of Undergraduates and the Magisters of the residential colleges.
Each year since 1916, Rice has presented and celebrated each degree recipient individually. Tonight, following that long-standing tradition, the candidates for the undergraduate bachelor's degrees will each be announced, presented, and congratulated. By tradition, we will present the candidates one college at a time in order of the founding of the residential colleges. The names of the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Music from each college will be read by one of the magisters of the college. As the magister of each college approaches the lectern, I will ask the members of the audience associated with that college to rise and applaud the graduates. At this time, the marshals will assemble the degree recipients from Baker College. The magisters of Baker College are Luis Duno Gottberg, Professor of Spanish, Portuguese, and Latin American Studies, and Miss Angela Duno. As Professor Duno Gottberg approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates of Baker College please rise and applaud the candidates.
All persons except the candidates from Baker College, please be seated. Anthony Ivanov Yokov, Baker President. Patrick A. Aidiuno. Eunice Ida Azizi. Cameron Kim Akioka. Brandon Au Ba. Samantha Lynn Barron. Arthur Bayer. Jay Bethek. Prad Biswas. Luke Isaac Cantu. Daniel Chase Cartwright. Josué Casco Rodriguez. Maya C. Chamberlain. Yari Chang. William J. Cheng. Karina Kirk. Grace Violet Marie Chiavaliva. Hannah E. Cho. Justin Farrell Coleman. Gavin Geth Combs. Christopher Ames Cohn. Christopher Hook Conway. Michael Reed Corum, Josing Dai, Boyang Dung, Ademola Amiat Dosumu, Munuber Nur Duram, Ricardo Arenas Flores, Robert Anderson French, Odan Galvan, Emmanuel Jasmine Givens, Nicolas Ken Glaze, Rocio González Esperanti Clement, Rebecca Nicole González Manward, Isabel Lourdes González, Willie Spencer Gren, Tia Simone Gipo, Kara He, Eddie Jackson, Amunita Jane, Ji Jing, Colin Brian King, Victoria Hui Kong, Rachel Maya Lam, Elena Moraes Leal, Jared Zachary Lee, Edward E. Liu, Amanda Shan Lu, Thomas Lu, Jung Liu, Aiden Patrick McEna, Magda Sidik Abdelon Omer, Rafa Onyeka, Tiffany Claire Padilla, Vincent Salomon Pierce, William F. Fallon, India K. Porter, Helen Hu, Adith V. Ram, Lucy Marjorie Revencombe, Dylan Marcus Rivera, Victoria Kaori Saeki Serna, Joseph Min Samara, Marlene Sanchez, Benjamin Lev Schachter, Robert Eric Schefflenberg, Alan Ferrari Sherman, Clara Marie Selbate, David A. Serrato, Muhammad Josefa Shamin, Martha Christine Sharkey, Alison Elena Smith, Jennifer Elizabeth Spatten, Calixta Yolema Uek, Gyang Thu Vu, Joshua St. Michael's, Washington, Kirstine Rhea Wilkins, Bohan Wu, David C. Jin, Margaret Kalin Juan, Matthew Paul Samaripa, Cesar Augusto Zapata, Kylian Seng, Ray Seng. Congratulations, class of 2022. You have achieved great things in tough times, difficult times. I can't wait to see your achievements. Stay in touch. Los queremos. Thank you. Please be seated.
Text message. Yeah. No. The Magisters of Will Rice College are Matthew Bennett, Professor of Biosciences, and Ms. Rebecca Bennett. As Professor Bennett approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates of Will Rice College please rise and applaud the candidates.
Will all persons accept the degree candidates from Will Rice College please be seated? Elimelech Caleb Acuna. Miles Logan Adams. Camilla Arana Silva. Talha Salam Arif. Cooper Oliver Bouton. Eliza Rachel Brown. Avery Marie Bullock. Rashika Runga Chidananda. John Shields Cook. Joshua Dong. Reese Carlton Eberhart. Sarah Ahmed El Saim. Noor Jamal Eldin. Campbell Gibson. Isaac Houston Goforth. Eduardo Gonzalez Villarreal. Ulises Gracia. Lila McClear Griner. Elizabeth Fuller Gronwald. Delica Gunawardena. Isabella Andrea Gutierrez. Star Han. Maya Raquel Heltebrand. Julian Cameron Hudspeth. Divya Jain. Tomas Johnson. Isabel Andrews Carroll. Michael Edward Katona. Mark Anthony Kessler. Jacob Julian Kelsch. Benjamin Joseph Lamb. Anna Langford. Nora Ann Marion. Daniel Alexander Martinez. Alonzo Sebastian Medina. Enzo Chavez Masaryk. Ashley Elizabeth Messinio. Cameron Arthur Montgomery. Dylan Arthur Morgan. Melinda Marie Nelson. Alexandra Louise Noida. Nikaz Nizar Omar. Adam Michael Asheslavsky. Kriti Pachipala. Carol Vladislav Paluk. Andrew Pardes. Juhi Apurva Purik. Jennifer Peñalosa. Peggy Elaine Polidoros. Cole Alexander Ponsi. Divya Yogesh Papat. Elia Rizvi. Lauren Kahe Ross. William Wiley Rutherford III. Haijun Ryu. Vanessa Javiera Salinas. Andy Salitre. Sumit Sarkar. Haruto Sasajima. Dylan Schmiel. Jacob David Simon. Arav Singhal. Jared Philip Snow. Athanasios Surlis. Anna Irene Spear. Savannah Nicole Stowers. Will Tobin. Hallie Olivia Trial. Stanley Tso. Leon Erdl. Benedictus Duiananto Utama. Jordan Ashley Wainscott. Allison Wong. Jason Dalen White. Isabel Louise Williams. Andrew Shu Xavier. Matei Todorov Yanakiev. Audrey Ellen Yao. William Chi Yao. Jim Liu Zhang. Alina Ligna Ju. To the Rural-Wise College class of 2022, and on behalf of all the A-team, we're very proud of you and we love you more than you know. Congratulations.
The Magisters of Hanson College are Fabiola Lopez Duran, Associate Professor in Art History, and Mr. Carlos Martinez Rivera. As Associate Professor Duran approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates of Hanson College please rise and applaud the candidates.
All persons except the candidates from Hanson College, please be seated. President of Hanson College, Morgan C. Emmeline Almy. Amanda May Ashley. Jacob Callen Barber. Matthew Beck. Arshia Batra. Rashi Bose. Isabella Felicitas Bauer. Matthew Ethan Braun. Iva Vermilia Tassier. Treshaw Chamberlain. Jamie Chen. Ijing Elina Chen, Senji Ember Shaw, Esther Choi, Felix Maximilian De Simoni, Jacob Rock Dotrich, Alexis Grace Ellerby, Laura Fagbemi, Chijie Fan, Michaela Jocelyn Franco, Alexander Joseph Gallegos, Daniel Garcia, Neya Givala, Germán González, Julián González Vega, Benjamin Walden Greaves, Piper Harris, Spencer Houston, Ifani Shidera Ibesue, Lauren Noel Ivory, Adele Ja, Victoria Jones, Anthony Min Sok Kang, Jae Jeon King, Caroline Patricia Coster, Savannah Lee Kusher, Elizabeth Labo, Mark Colin Lawrence Jr., Christopher Yongnu Lee, Soyoung Brianna Lee, Lucas Eric Lemonholm, Alexander Lee, Amanda Lopatin, Eric Yun Shang Meng, Jade Alexandra McAdams, Matthew Michen, Sean Lucas Nell, Evita Nangala, Annie Lewin, Anthony Nguyen, Bertrand Odine, Johan Pali, Raúl Ricardo Palomo, Bran Andrew Peterson, Jared Thomas Prashel, Abraham Shu, Mason Rees, Soha Hassad Risby, Daniel Broad Foos, Suravi Sarkar, Isabel Scott, Alden Sears, Juan Serrano, Sayed Shadmir Shams, Lisa Shi, Ashton Mackenzie Smith, Oscar Daniel Soto, Brandon Stanley, Lily Megan Stockseth, Marcus Thompson, Kesho Watgigle, Shinsho Wang, Abigail Karen Webb, Owen Thomas Wright, Bert Alp Yakiji, Patrick Bennett G, Christian Sao. Thank you, Hansenites, for all the joy, care, and inspiration that you brought to the college. Now, as you go out into the world, believe in yourself, be your best, and make a difference. Congratulations.
The Magisters of Weiss College are Flavio Cunha, Irvin K. Zingler Chair of Professor of Economics, and Ms. Fabiana Santos. As Professor Cunha approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates of Weiss College please rise and applaud the candidates.
Hey, Weiss! If you're not from Weiss, please be seated. President Varun Naidu Kukunor, Lina Abojaib, Enata Michelle Adekunle, Zainabu Abe Tifu Akum, Chance Christopher Alshouse, Channing Dale Alshouse, Connor Paul Ayubi, Sierra Ray Baker, Sarah Janal Barker, Morgan Eugenia Bates, Maren Olson Beal, Isabel Marie Beasley, Dustin Allen Belsha, Beck Bergelin, Caleb Edward Burgess, Michael Stephen Calhoun, Robert Chen, Will Armstrong Coben, John Morris Coleman, Diego Enrique Degenhardt, Emma Virginia Dunn, Catherine Mary Dyson, Pearl Felicia Fernandez, Austin Alexander Fix, Corbett Stanton Fong, Cynthia Ivete Garcia, Elizabeth Gaviria, Ethan Verghese George, Gia Guy, Elise Rain Gibney, Bhavya Gopinath, Mia Dora Gien, Mayurika Gupta, Alexander James Ho, Christian Gustavo Juarez, Sachi Kempka, Rachel Kim, Abigail Page King, Alyssa Kono, Amy Elizabeth Kuriakos, Yifei Lee, Rania Lean, Miguel Luna, Tristan Slade Mansfield, Leaning Mao, Ethan William Marnhout, Ariana Rose McCurry, Emiliano Mora, Shreya Nidadvalo, Kenechuku Onyebuchi Nwadei, Juma Otoviano, Ivani Patel, Tanak Patel, Lisa Mary Poonen, Yang Jiaoyu Chiu, Eric Alexander Reyes, Caroline Gilbreth Seegers, Serena Shedor, Yufei Shen, Jasmine Smith, Jesus Solorzano Jr., Dawon Song, Abby Marie Stekovich, Dylan Stewart, Si-Young Su, Yan Sun, Jacob Valdez, Erin Jane Vance, Lauren Whitman, Wenqing Wu, Xiaoshun Wu, Xing Xiang, Yi Lu, and Hugo Estrada and Minhee Chuang. Wise, we love you.
The magisters of Jones College are Jason Hafner, Professor of Physics and Astronomy, and Dr. Jennifer Trotter. As Professor Hafner approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates of Jones College please rise and applaud the candidates.
All persons except the degree candidates from Jones College, please be seated. Aaron Pathak, President, Jones College. Sukriti Agarwal, Anshuman Agarwal, Devin Jackson Amodio, Luke Armstrong, Lucas Stephen Ataidi, Alexander William Berlaga, Finn Michael Bjerknes, Joseph Connor Bowering, Preston Lauren Branton, Shannon Ayla Campbell, Michael John Cecil, Isaac Che, Annie Chen, Laurel Shi Chen, Charlie Chen, Rebecca Lamb Christie, Isabel Genevieve Clark, Namita Davy, Yang Ding, Andrea Mai An Don, Chibueze Ejiofor, Ryan Barbara Emel, Scott Johnston Fessler, Maddie Forbes, Kyler Jonathan Fouch, Lauren Sophia Fry, Brianna Egan Gonzalez, Yuchen Gu, Christopher Sunghua Hong, Brandon Montes Islas, Lily Ivanov, Catherine Cheney Jackson, Amir Kamadani Gonzalez, Caitlin Autumn Landry, Elaine La, Victoria Jihe Lee, Zechariah David Lamond, Peilai Li, Zihang Ling, Kason Matthews, Tyler James McMahon, Janita Zubhan Mehrani, Christian Ronald Matuire, Tasneem Mustafa, Keegan Riley O'Connor, Oziama Ozilo, Juan Carlos Pacheco Garcia, Callum Edward Parks, Erica Fuquiar Pedro, Jaime Humberto Ramirez, Emily Sakurako Richardson, Ishan Ritchie, Ziana Samanani, Vincent Matthew Sams, Krithika Shamana, Jennifer Helen Spell, Renee Nicole Stevenson, Julia Davis Street, Jessica Sue, Gavin David Voss, Catherine Ray Wall, Andrew Wan, Emily Bryn Weaver, Alexander Scott Worley, Jinjiang Zhang, Wendy Zhang, Yanyu Zheng. Jones, you came out of the gate there as fast as beer bike. Congratulations, 2022 seniors. The A teams enjoyed our time together. Keep on winning.
The Magisters of Brown College are B.J. Fregley, Professor and Seaprit Scholar in Cancer Research and Mechanical Engineering and Bioengineering, and Ms. Shirley Fregley. As Professor Fregley approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates of Brown College please rise and applaud the candidates.
Will all persons except the degree candidates from Brown College please be seated? Brown College President Kennedy Lee Coleman. Roy Lee Allen. Abin Anthony. Leslie Karime Arazolo. Ashwani Venkata Bandy. Jaron James Banks. Lucas Banis. Mateus Loriano Nunes Barbosa. Hashim Kamel Bey. Andrew Patterson Bird. Tessa Elizabeth Cannon. Marta Cano Minaro. Jose Hector Cervantes. Sweda Hafsa Chatinkaya. Justin Ryan Chung. Yunsua Choi. Camille Samir Cook. Tremaine Julius Curry. Chongshun Dong. Connor Walter Elder. Sarah Lily Amame. Austin Tyler Escamilla. Rebecca Grace Franklin. Michelle Garcia Guevara. Timothy Minglun Go. Lily Magdalene Gray. Caitlin Elizabeth Heinzelman. Amanda Nicole Hernandez. Harrison G. Heinlein. Christopher James Hudson. Crystal Patrice Hughes. Kevin Hyun. Elaine Suha Huang. Shannon Rose Gillet. Derek Alexander Jenkins. Guanchong Jia. Mia Clinell Jones. Anvita Petram Kondru. Hadley Margaret Cruz. Alice Kayan Lee. Jasmine Lee. Sarabi Reddy Madadi. Jas Cristeo Torres Malagan. Freddie Martinez. Mahima Masi. Meet Mehta. Robert Taylor Molinar. Tyler Jerome Montague. Meghana Nadella. Michael Alexander Nevins. Grace Youngmi Nichols. Claire Marie Knoll. Kyle Erickson Nuss. Prashanth Bantois Pai. Amelia Rose Peoples. Matthew Clayton Plaza. Thomas M. Pratt. Jonathan Paul Roberts, Leonardo David Sanchez Solis, Beck Miguel Saunders Schultz, Preenan Shahed, Sanjana Shanmugam, Wenbois Shi, Michael Sprinston, Christian Matthew Steinhofer, Muzi Sun, Celeste Wang Traub, Madeline Elaine Tumbarello, Dhananjay Singh Vijay Singh, Grace Lauren Vincent, Camila Kata Vincent, Daniel C. Wang, Han-Young Wong, Aiden Christopher Weindel, Lillian C. Weiland, Alicia Marie Zamor, Boyu Zhu, and Peter W. Zhu. Brown College, class of 2022, on behalf of the entire A-team, we love you all, we're proud of you all, congratulations.
The Magisters of Lovett College are Michael Guston, Professor of Biosciences, and Ms. Denise Klein. As Professor Guston approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates of Lovett College please rise and applaud the candidates.
All right, Nick. All right, we good? All persons except the candidates from Lovett College, please be seated. Ayushi Parthiv Shah, President of Lovett College. Colton Bradley Alstott. Melissa Cherie Alter. Ryan Christopher Vincent Armijo. Libby Atkins, Ron Ferry Avilas Cardenas, Elliot Sanders Butterworth, Olin James Osage Carter, Mary Catherine Snapka Charles, Braden O'Connor Chavez, Kezia Chow, Cuauhtemoc Diego Carnejo, Daniel Kraus, Lillian Didcock, Jason Seho Dong, Jessica Dewan, Caleb Dukes, Ariana Clarissa Ingalls, Joshua Engels, Rebecca Lynn Evans, Nicholas Joseph Finley, Benjamin Cameron Ferrulo, Elizabeth Rose Fentana, Nathaniel Ulrich Frew, Leonardo Galvez, Nikhil Gatu, Abigail Lee Geigerman, Kelly Ariana Gonzalez, Virginia Rose Gonzalez, Kusha Gupta, Asia Cheyenne Hale, Xing Hao, Mark Hellman, Alexander Ho, Theodore Elliott Hoisington, Kamsi Yanru Huang, Pauline Claire Huff, Antonia Selena Mille, Jake Thulil Joseph, Manav Cabra, Catherine Teresa Kiela, Anna Mildred Cusera, Alan Kunjaria, Min Kwong Stephanie Kwok, Edward Antonio, am I in the right place? Yeah. And Edward Antonio Landon, Mary Olivia Liebig, Robin Jillian McDonald, Emmett Lewis McComiskey, Shreya Napat Menon, Austin Cole Monger, Antonio Cervantes Montero, Nilka Montero, Richard Miller Morse, Christopher Ashton Mullins, Ashley Park, Aditi Patel, Alfonso Pulaez Rovallo, Emily Olson Plotkin, Shifa Abdul Rahman, Phyllis Range, Michael Philip Riccardi, Kimberly Rodriguez Parilli, Melissa Nishuti Rusagara, Brian Omar Sanchez, Celine Elisa Sayanair, Youngwon Shin, Nicholas Strand, Nia Teague, Olivia Bridget Trotto, Lucas Benjamin Tyler, Robert Joseph Walsh III, Johnny Wang, Kaya Marie Witt, Spencer Brian Wong, Thea Yan, Ben Lee Zaltzman, Xiong Lun Chung, Ashley Zhou, Christina May Zhou, Azer Alejandro Zuniga. To the class of 2022, Denise and I wish you all the very best. We love to see you, so come back anytime.
The magisters of Sid Richardson College are Michelle Ashard, Professor of Linguistics, and Ms. Melanie Ashard. As Professor Ashard approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates of Sid Richardson College please rise and applaud the candidates.
All persons except the candidate from Sid Richardson College, please be seated. Sarah Catherine Mosden, President of Sid Richardson College. Adriana Maria Amaris. Tyler Matthew Bryant. Curtis William Brummel. Sophie Benton Call. Roberto Carcamo. Alexander Henry Cardi, Dylan Jake Choli, Jesus Osvaldo Cisneros Estrada, Audrey Willow Connell, Annabelle McLaughlin Crow, Ashan Dakwala, Jack Diamond, Kevin Jordan Dix, Tanae Dorset, Colin Christopher Edwards, Wenamdi Ikema Inechukwu, Angie Jane Lee Estrada, Sofia Flores Rojas, Johnston Wright French, Erna Sole Gunnarsdottir, Charlotte Rebecca Hirsch, Sumin Claire Huang, Russell Han Koo, Veda Kumar, Danielle Jiun Lee, Bailey Elizabeth Litwin, Chen Ray Liu, Haley Lone, William Mao, Maxwell Wilder Mortucci, Gina Matthew, Kipras Dovas Mujeika, Gabriel Vincent Mariano, Taylor Renee Montgomery, Amar Eshwa Moturu, Dan Paul Mulacero, Catherine Mai Wynn, Jae Won Park, Michael Thomas Patton, Tejasvi Paturu, Antoine Xavier Pierre-Auguste, Pavan Kumar Pinamaneni, Tyler Joseph Pitts, Ruby Faye Polanco, Perkins Bobby Pringle, Sunshina Ragusbeer, Yelin Wren, Danielle Sedano, Laura Elizabeth Semro, Garrett James Stamp Shaw, Luke Palmer Shealy, Valencia Schuller, Sean Robert Smith, Victor Magic Song, Haley Grace Swayze, Jacob Tate, David Torres, Samira Vendantam, Naila Dene Vela, Priyanka Vinaya Velapan, Isabel Ferenc Wyatt, Aurea Alexandria Wilson Igade, Darren Roy Zach, Dri Yan Chong. Citizens, you were a fantastic class and we will miss you. Your best days are ahead of you, so please make your mark and come back and tell us all about it. Please be seated.
The magisters of Martell College are Daniel Dominguez de Silva, Associate Professor of History, and Ms. Livia Dominguez. As Professor Dominguez approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates of Martell College please rise and applaud the candidates.
All persons except the candidates from Martell College, please be seated. Abdul Abuzaid, Alexander James Artrip, Farouk Badawi, Caitlin Bagneto, Alisa Balandran, Alec Bates Artinian, Kiana Jane Brodwin, Caroline Courbois, Asiel Andres Castillo, Karina Alexandra Cavazos Gonzalez, Angie Chang, Cynthia Chang, Liana Chang, Hei Yen Yvonne Chang, Chuknwoso Chukura, Griffin Kokare, Johnny Dang, Juan Antonio de Casa Sejaima, Brenda Diaz, Marshall Doty, Rebecca Lee Egan, Davies Elder, John Michael Eliazars, Ashley Nicole Fitzpatrick, Milkisa Kalbisa Gaga, Moses Glickman, Dan Hawk, Nia Marie House, Serena Jindal, Ava Taylor Johnson, Steve Kawana, Mingjang Kim, Leila Eileen Lobach, Sohyong Alexandra Liu, Xinyu Eva Liu, Waisija Ma, Andres Mazas, Miles McCord, Nicholas Richard William Macquarie, Sukul Mittal, Omar Musa Pasha, Sean Nagy, Mallory Francis Newburn, J.J. Odell, Noah Elijah Ortega, Andrea Lisbeth Pineda, Nicholas Andrew Waterpella, Eddie Ramos, Mega Reddy, Kate Ribordi, Clara Christopher Richardson, Dominic Richardson, Campbell Riddle, Tomas Francis Russo, Micah Skinner, Shane Stewart, Amanda Maria Suarez, Kevin Sun, Cherise Tang, Ling Tong, Annie Tuo, Valerie Vasquez Torres, Amy Wang, Maggie Wong, Mitchell Ward, Ray William, Jordan Williams, Aaron Michael Waidirka, Christopher Thomas Yo, Michael James Young, Vincent Young Jr., Jake Young, Max Yu, Boyan Zhang, Congratulations, Martel class of 2022. We love you, we'll miss you. Please come see us. Now, please be seated. Thank you.
The Magisters of McMurtry College are Jennifer Bratter, Professor of Sociology, and Mr. Noe Perez. As Professor Bratter approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates at McMurtry College please rise and applaud the candidates.
All persons except the candidates at McMurtry College, please be seated. Rachel Moore, College President. Akshaya Venkatesh. Chatham Abate. Jennifer Adams. Dagam Adara. Maheret Adara. Venus Alamonji. Robert M. Alexander. Michael Angino. Aruni Arete. Nathaniel Dinu Askanas. Chinchur Babao. Jake Thomas Benson. Harrison Berger. Hannah Rose Boyd. Ari Joshua Broussard. Jason Wade Bug. Andrea Collin. Callie Francis Carnahan. Maurice Andrew Carr. William Thomas Karsten. Krishna Chandra. Nicholas Chen. Samantha Lauren Chen. Benjamin Liam Collier. Evan David Davila. Juan De La Garza. Alonzo Diaz. Melody Dogane. Caitlin Easley. Daniela Ennis. Tatiana Michelle Epps. Lucas Rafael Esnola. Stephen Fang. Natalie Claire Festa. Thomas Redding Fitzgerald. Christine Jurup. Annalise Leah Goldman. Andrea Lucia Gomez Alarcon. Anya Lillian Hartgay. Lucy Fernanda Hernandez. Catherine Hetler. Nicholas Dean Hicks. Josh Holder. Ellen Huang. George Ian Huang. Grayson Kutzer. Shreya Kudaravali. Cassidy Carita. Alex Lammers. Kevin Lata. Serene Lee. Kasha Ludanoski. Ja E. Lee. Jen Liang. Alan Lin. Megan Jean Yi Lu. Jacob Lu. William Lu. Elena Rose Margolin. Rachel Martin. Sophie Marks. Hayden Lane Mast. Nathan McCausland. Nicholas Meisberger. Corinna A. Murphy. Drew Meyerskoff. Ditvata Kong Narjoen. Dylan Gwen. Ken Gwen, Grace Catherine Nichols, Oluwadera Okaremi, Neoma Ome, Misael Ortiz, Parth Perlaker, Giovanna Piquillo, August Pete III, Kensali Riley, Allison Resnick, Caleb Stover Robinson, Alejandro Ishmael Rodriguez, Anastasia Romanova, Andrea Rebecca Ribeiro Suarez, Angela Ryu, Kelsey Nicole Sanders, Vibha Sastry, Jackson Savage, Sohail Hitesh Shah, John Shin, Isabel Jillian Houdin, Anastasia Smirnova, Victoria Smirnova, Jalir Spearman, Brendan Michael Suckley, Sarah Swackhammer, Angelica Torres, Annette June Song, Anthony Valente Jr., Reese Voss, Aaron Vaughn, Joshua Verne, Claire Wang, E.D. Wang, Matthew Whaley, Trey Williams, Sally Michong Yan, and you two also, Shaquille Y&K, Samuel Ramirez. Reading too fast. Class of 2022, McMurtry, Noe, and I, and the whole Mc team, thank you for being part of our family. Go forth, be brilliant, be amazing, and be yourself. Come back and visit us. Please be seated.
The magisters of Duncan College are Eden King, Lynette S. Autry, Professor of Psychology, and Dr. Winston Liah. As Professor King approaches the lectern, will the faculty, associates, alumni, parents, and friends of the degree candidates of Duncan College please rise and applaud the candidates.
Will all persons except the degree candidates from Duncan College please be seated? Leela Bryna Frankel, Duncan College President. Riley Abercrombie. Regina Andrews. Janine Bauer. Ross Ashok Bechtel. Princess Ogochukwu Bernard Oti. Jager Bull. Cloris Kai. Calvin Michael Carroll. Robert Allen Carter. Amelia Chavez. Enoch Chen. John Chen. Neve Kelly Chen. David Chen. Zakaria Sharif. Claire Unsol Cho. Catherine Youngju Chu. Varun Kirambi. Haywood Cochran. Kiefer Jack Convertino. Isaac Kekoa Klaus Davidson. Daniel Andres Dibos. Emma Corinne Donnelly. Zachary Ryan Driscoll. George Charles Dwight. Brittany Espinosa, Franklin Eastine, Derek Peter Ferraro, John William Fu, Samantha Fuentes, Cole Garcia, Rodrigo Andres Gonzalez Rojas, Alex Guo, Skylar Arroge Gustafson, Matthew Sung Hamrick, Daniel Manho Han, Katima Harper, Mary Frances Hawes, Idong He, Hao Ting Huo, David Ikajani, Amber Danielle Jackson, Isabel Kelly Jang, Alyssa Caroline Jordan, Joanne Kim, Emily Kuhn, Nina Kumar, Maya Levitan, Catherine Lee, Ted Taewoo Lim, Sherry Lin, Angela Liu, Vicky Liu, Karina Liu, Yvette Martinez, Miguel Angel Martinez Arellano, Ainsley McDonald Boyer, Shreya Mohan Selvin, Danielle Francis Morgan, Bruno Moscoso, Jonathan Nachman, Maher Namor, Aaron Wynn, Celine Wynn, Nini Wynn, Jacobo Nieto, Peter Joseph Nikonowitz, Athena Odwar, Chikamara Karen Okorafor, Sanjay Pandiri, Uni Park, Akhilesh Parachuri, Nestle Pena, Jared Raymond Perkowski, Andreas Ignacio Piaggio, Allison Price, Ashley Renee Rowland, Clay Thomas Servin, Jack Sheehan, Barakut Shibaru, Emily Sierra, Mantish Singh, Neha Singh, Tiffany Marie Sloan, Sumin Sun, Faith Sutton, Gwendon Tao, Alexandra Paige Townsley, Preston Tracy, Christopher Vargas, Lourdes Vivas de Laurenti, Nick Wagman, Bonnie Wang, Channing Wang, Jennifer Wong, Alyssa Nicole Webb, Eric Zachary Webb, Divine Kongolo Weber, Jason Wang, M. Blaze Willis, Alexander Weili Xiong, Andrew Hua Yan, Shu Chung Yan, Franklin Zhang, Linda Zhou, and the final graduate to cross the stage, Catherine May Lebron. We are honored to have been part of your journey. Go make the world a better place and take Dunk Love with you wherever you go. Thank you.
Please rise now for the singing of Rice's alma mater. The words may be found in your program. I'm pretty sure they didn't want me to sing it. So we're going to have to do this ourselves. So take out your programs and sing, please, as joyfully as you can. Are you ready? On
Y'all did great, thank you. To conclude tonight's ceremony, we have a musical salute composed for the occasion by Lucas Lemonholm, a member of Hanson College class of 2022. Tonight is the first public performance of the piece, titled Coda. The musical salute will be followed by a fireworks display. We ask that the audience please remain seated until the graduates have recessed up the north ramp behind me, after which you should exit the stadium via the south gates in front of me and proceed to the designated area just east of the stadium to meet your students. This area has stanchions for each college, and the students will gather around those. After the fireworks display, the Bachelor's Convocation will come to a close. I invite you back here at 8:30 a.m. for the plenary commencement ceremony, which will feature our commencement speaker, award-winning journalist Sonia Nazario, and the official conferral of academic degrees. Graduating class of 2022, they say that every end has a new beginning, and so to each of you, best wishes on your new beginning and the road ahead. Be well and good night.